Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. Today let's look at 10 different ways to do slideshows on your Mac. Now if you want to create a slideshow from a group of photos, there are a lot of different ways to do it. It depends really on what you want. Do you want to just quickly present those group of photos right now, this minute on your Mac, or do you want to create something more permanent that you can present over and over again? So let's look at all the different methods I found. If you know of any more, simply add them to the comments on this post at MacMost.com. So method number one is to change your view to cover flow view right up here. That gives you the cover flow at the top. You can expand it and shrink it to fit your needs, and you can go ahead and flip through all the photos in your folder. Advantages are you also get to see information about each file down below. Another method is to simply use the column view like this. Click on it and make sure you have preview turned on, and you can actually flip through using the arrow keys each of the individual photos, so you get a kind of slideshow in your rightmost column. Of course, you can also switch to icon view and then go ahead and select the view options, Command J, or simply the last menu item under view, and change the icon size to the largest size, and then you get a kind of slideshow right here inside the Finder window. Perhaps the very best way to do a slideshow is to select the files that you want to view and hit the space bar. This goes ahead and brings up the little quick view window. The quick view window can be expanded or shrunk to anything you want and has slideshow controls at the bottom, next, and it even will do a play and go from slide to slide automatically. Then you even have an index sheet view inside of that where you can select one, and you have the ability to go to full screen or send all these photos directly to iPhoto. If you have the photos in iPhoto, there are a lot of different ways to do slideshow type presentations. One is to simply view them inside of the library in many different ways. For instance, you can go ahead and expand the size of the preview to maximum size and then just scroll through them. Or you can do the ultimate slideshow by pressing the slideshow button down at the bottom left. This will give you a bunch of different settings, like the transition between each one, order, all that sort of thing, even which direction to move. You could also use iMovie to create slideshows. Just open up a new iMovie project, go ahead and select the pictures you want to import in and drag them into the project. It'll import those stills in there, and then you can even set how they fade in and out and do different things and add transitions between each one. Then you can just build the movie or simply go ahead and hit the play button at the bottom left to play it back. An interesting way to do it is using your screensaver. You can go ahead into System Preferences, Desktop and Screensaver, select Screensaver, and you can click on Choose Folder. You can then go ahead and choose the folder with all your photos in it. Once you do, you get a bunch of different options like the display style, and you can choose whether or not they're in random order, the speed, all sorts of things depending upon which style you choose. And then you can go ahead and choose how to start the screensaver, and you can have it start very quickly and even set hot corners for it to start right away, so you can basically start up a slideshow of your favorite photos anytime you want. You can also go to the desktop side of the same System Preference panel, and you can go ahead and choose some photos that have to be in an iPhoto album or in a very specific folder. If you choose the iPhoto album, you can go ahead and select it to stretch to fill the screen. Then you can also select it to change pictures every 5 seconds or every minute. So you don't have too much control here. But the interesting thing is that this slideshow just happens in the background on your desktop. So you clear away everything else and the slideshow is going. And the last one I want to tell you about is to simply use Keynote if you have iWork. Now Keynote actually has a ton of different ways to do slideshows in it. One of my favorites is to use a smart build with some type of cube spin or flip or something else. And you just dump all of your photos that you want to do a slideshow onto the smart build, and there you go, I've got an instant slideshow. You can record audio for the slideshow if you want, and then you can even export it as a movie, DVD, anything you want, or just play it right from Keynote. So it's a really cool way to create slideshows that you can have a lot of control over. So there you go, 10 different ways to create slideshows from a group of photos on your Mac. There are some that are easy, there's some that are hard to do, but they all have different purposes and they should fill just about any slideshow need. Until next time, this is Gary Rosenzweig with MacMost Now.